Welcome everybody to Miguel's Garage. Today I want to talk about a really important subject, one that affects your wallet directly. If I were to ask you how much you spend on transportation, do you know the answer? If you don't know, you should be looking into that. You should know on a monthly basis what percentage of your income goes into transportation. But let me talk about 3 top things that I think can help you save a lot of money on your transportation costs. In this case, in particular, I'm going to talk about fuel consumption. So let's not talk about insurance and all these different things. Let's talk about 3 things that I think I can save you a lot of money on. So number 1, it's your fuel consumption or efficiency. And this is an important one. A lot of people don't know that the better that you maintain your engine, the better fuel efficiency is going to have, the less fuel is going to consume. So what you want to do is maintain your vehicle to the manufacturer's specifications, and that will save you quite a bit of money. Depending on the type of vehicle you have, this could be expensive, but it's worth looking into because a tune-up will actually keep you running as efficiently as possible. On average, they say you save about 20 to 30% on fuel, and that's pretty good, I think. If you're spending 50 to 100 bucks a month on fuel, that's a decent amount of savings on a monthly basis. At the end of the year, that's several $100s. So obviously a lot more goes into the fuel efficiency part, right? You have your air filter, you have your spark plugs, your O2 sensors, and a lot of different things that if you need any help specifically, shoot me an email, a comment here on the page, and I'll help you with that based on your specific car. So rolling into number 2. And number 2 is rolling resistance. Think about it. When you have something that, the wheels on a little car are not rolling well, don't you have to push harder to get it to move? So the same thing happens with your car. If your tires, number 1, if your tires are low on pressure, they create a huge amount of rolling resistance, not only wearing your tires unevenly, but also creating drag on your engine. So your engine has to push harder and harder to move the vehicle. So you want to make sure that you keep an eye on your tires. Now, a lot of the modern cars have your tire sensors. They monitor for your pressure, right? For your tire pressure. So that is added value for a lot of people because you will get an immediate signal. If you don't have that, make sure that you do check your tire pressure regularly. If you have an older vehicle, maybe your brakes need to be checked, or the drivetrain as well. Sometimes you have some losses in that just needs a little bit of grease, if you know what I mean. Something else to add in the rolling resistant category is weight. If you're carrying around a lot of weight in your car, let's say that you're carrying around a lot of junk in the trunk, get rid of all that. Put it away, put it in your garage, carry only what's necessary in your car. Make sure that if you have bike racks or any kind of additional structure to the vehicle, to the outside body, that you know how that's affecting the original fuel efficiency of the vehicle. Another thing that a lot of people like to do is change the wheels, change the tires, add the diameter to the original wheels. Most of the time, that's not a good thing to do, because if you add a bigger wheel that's outside the original diameter or wider, you're now creating more rolling resistance. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Number 3 is huge. So your idle and distance. Don't idle your car. You're literally wasting fuel. A lot of people like to warm up their cars in the winter. Your car doesn't need to be warmed up for more than maybe 2 to 5 minutes. Modern cars, really all they need is that oil to flow throughout the engine. Besides that, you're just wasting fuel. So don't warm up your car more than 2 to 5 minutes. Get it moving. And lastly, distance. This is a huge one. A lot of people don't realize how far. They take no time in planning their routes. So they waste a lot of fuel going around further distances than they should be going. So make sure you plan out your routes the shortest way, the least amount of idling, and make sure that you are smooth with your inputs. Don't brake too hard or hit the gas too aggressively. What you want to try to do is maintain a constant engine speed and be smooth with your inputs. So if you're still watching this video, I got 2 additional money saving tips for you. And number 1, well actually that would be number 4, is if you live by a Sam's Club or a Costco, you definitely want to get a membership. It's completely worth it, even if you don't buy anything from them, just the gas. So what you want to do is, usually their memberships are around $55. If you get one of those, typically you're going to be saving 40, 70 or more cents per gallon. If you think throughout a year, if you're driving an average of 12,000 miles per year and your vehicle gets 20 to 21 miles to the gallon on average, now you take that and multiply it times the savings that you get per gallon, okay? In addition to that, if you don't have that, if you cannot buy a membership right now and you have a smartphone, get Gas Buddy. It'll help you a ton to finding the right place to get the cheapest gas that you can get. And the last one to complete a top 5, okay, so that's your top 3 plus 2 more, because you're lucky. Your 5th is get a credit card that gives you cash back on gas. Most credit cards out there will give you 3, 4, 5% cash back on your gas purchases. If you're driving an average of 12,000 miles a year at, let's say, $3.11 per gallon, that's about $1,800 or so. So if you're able to take 3% back on top of all the other savings ideas that I just suggested to you, you could potentially be saving $400 or $500 a year. So make sure you're smart. It's all about knowledge and awareness. Know what your transportation is costing you, keep track of it, and become informed. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, comment below. Later.